For more than a year, a civil war between rebels from the northern Tigray region and government forces has torn Ethiopia apart. Fighters from the Tigray People's Liberation Front had captured key territory and threatened to advance on the country's capital. But this week, the rebels announced they were withdrawing from neighbouring regions in what they claimed was a sign of peace. But the government has since dismissed the gesture. The war has already taken an immense toll, fueling a desperate humanitarian situation and pushing many to flee the country. Dozens of Tigrayan refugees are staying at this remote farming settlement in Israel. Philmon Atale arrived in October after he was separated from his wife and children, who he still hasn't heard from.
We ran away with only the clothes on our back as bombs and shells fell. We didn't take anything with us. We didn't feel safe.
Miron Tafri lives here in Israel, but her father lives in Tigray. The last time she heard his voice was 7 months ago in an audio message, letting her know he and her brothers were okay.
It's so good to hear my dad's voice. I listen to it over and over. Sometimes I fall asleep listening to it. It gives me hope and strength.
Even in the north of Israel, in communities like this one here, the war in Ethiopia might feel distant, but the toll is still being felt pretty keenly by the Ethiopian diaspora, many of whom feel powerless to do anything to help their loved ones.
The United Nations has found both sides responsible for violations of human rights. Ethiopian authorities have rejected accusations of targeting civilians in airstrikes, while thousands of ethnic Tigrayans have also been detained by security forces. The Tigrayans who fled to Israel, including Philmon Atale, have little choice but to get on with their new lives, even if it means doing it alone.
I'm going to stay here forever, and I hope that they can find my kids and wife and bring them here as well.
I think about my family all the time, imagining what they're going through. It's hard. It's really hard.
Her father's voice, a fleeting connection to home. Tom Joyner, ABC News, Northern Israel.